In the intricate dance of human relationships, there are moments when you find yourself on the receiving end of injustice. Imagine being metaphorically pushed off a cliff by someone, only to watch them claim they saved you, painting themselves as the victim and you as the antagonist. If you don't know how to handle it, this situation can trap you in a cycle of victim consciousness and resentment, hindering your personal growth and your happiness. If you don't know how to handle it, this situation can hinder you from all of the health, the wealth, the beauty, the love, and the kind relationships that you not only deserve, but are your birthright. It's important for you to know there's a powerful tool at your disposal that can transform your perspective and liberate you from the chains that people from your past would love to have you stay bound by. And that tool is your emotional intelligence. It's absolutely essential. It's absolutely paramount that you don't stay trapped in victim consciousness. Victim consciousness is a state of mind that keeps you focused on your grievances, convincing you that you're the perpetual victim of other people's actions and life circumstances. It's easy to fall into this trap when you've been wronged, especially in situations when the perpetrator twists the narrative claiming victimhood for themselves. This not only adds insult to injury, but can also lead to a profound sense of isolation and misunderstanding as you struggle to reconcile your reality with the false perceptions being broadcast to those around you. Under no circumstances, let the cycle of resentment take its toll on you. Resentment can poison your heart and your mind, leading you down a dark path of endless rumination and bitterness. And this is exactly what your perpetrator wants you to do. So don't do it. When you're consumed by feelings of anger and betrayal, especially towards those who have wronged you but refuse to acknowledge it, it can affect your mental health, your relationships, and your overall quality of life. This is exactly what your perpetrator wants, so don't do it. It's highly likely the person who originally betrayed you has enrolled anyone and everyone foolish enough to listen to them to join their character assassination and crusade against you. The more you dwell on negative emotions, the more power you give them, allowing your perpetrators to continue to harm you emotionally long after the initial incident. This is exactly what your perpetrator wants, so don't do it. So what's the solution? What's the solution for dealing with manipulative narcissists who are hell-bent, obsessed with trying to bring you down, instead of putting their time and energy into resolving their exponentially growing karma? The solution is to leverage your emotional intelligence to liberate yourself. So how do you do that? Step 1, self-awareness and acknowledgement. The first step is using your emotional intelligence, your EI, to free yourself from victim consciousness and resentment. Use self-awareness. Recognize and acknowledge your feelings. Understand that it's okay to feel hurt, angry, or betrayed. However, it's crucial to also realize that dwelling on your emotions gives your power to those who have wronged you. This is exactly what they want, so don't do it. Step 2 is empathy and perspective shifting. Empathy is a core component of EI and can be incredibly healing. Understand the motives behind the actions of those who've wronged you and are trying to cover their tracks as if they're still wronging you. This isn't about excusing their behaviour, but freeing yourself from the hold that it has on you. This isn't about excusing their behaviour, but it's about freeing yourself from the hold they have had on you. Understanding that others are flawed and capable of making poor decisions can diminish the personal sting and help you to move forward. Step 3 is assertive communication and boundary setting. Use your emotional intelligence to communicate your feelings assertively and not aggressively. Always, always, always stay in your integrity. Express yourself clearly and respectfully without the intent to harm the other person or their follow like sheep cohorts. Set healthy boundaries. Decide what you will and will not accept from others and stick to these limits to protect your emotional well-being, your health, your career, your reputation, and your relationships with authentic people around you. Step 4 is forgiveness and letting go. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as condoning unacceptable behaviour. In truth, it's about liberating yourself from the weight of resentment. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you have to trust or welcome them back into your life. Depending on the degree of betrayal or damage done, you'd be an idiot to let some people back into your life. There's already way too many people in the idiot's queue. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you have to trust or welcome them back into your life. It means you're choosing to not carry the burden of anger and bitterness any longer. Step 5 is growth and resilience building. Use your experience as a catalyst for personal growth. Develop your resilience by focusing on your strengths and the lessons learned. Were you too trusting, too generous, too kind to someone who didn't deserve it? Engage in activities that promote a positive mindset, such as mindfulness, meditation, singing, dancing, hopping, skipping, or jumping. Do anything and everything that reinforces your emotional intelligence skills. Transforming victim consciousness and resentment through emotional intelligence, it's not an easy journey, but it's essential to your emotional and energetic freedom. And it's undoubtedly rewarding as well. By developing your self-awareness, your empathy, your assertive communication, forgiveness and resilience, you can free yourself from the chains of negativity. You can free yourself from the energy vampires who delight in seeing you stay stuck. It's not about denying the pain or injustice you've experienced, but about choosing to not let it define you. As you rise above your challenges, you not only liberate yourself, but also pave the way for your healthier and more fulfilling relationships in the future. And as we rise above our challenges, we not only liberate ourselves, but also pave the way for healthier, more fulfilling relationships in our future.